There are love spells and there is love magic. There's a difference between the two. A love spell is you, a practitioner, calling love into their life in the form of a sex partner or a companion or even a community. Love magic is manifesting with the energy of love. I I personally don't believe that I've had a lot of experience with this, um, but I was still nudged to share this message or this lesson or whatever. I honestly can say um, that love has changed the trajectory in my life when it was necessary. I can say that there have been chapters in my life that ended to make room for a new chapter in my life. And the energy of love was prevalent in that transition. Um, I do believe that there's a relationship between love and change. I believe that love moves us to expand, love causes us to change, um, love calls us to grow necessarily, even when we are in um, complacent states of mind and consciousness in life. Sometimes we're very comfortable being in a particular place, and love will uh, give us the necessary push to get out of that complacent state and grow, or even go on a new adventure. Um, and I think that's the relationship between, um, that's one of the relationships between the energy of death and the energy of love. Some practitioners would go ahead, and I'm one of them, who would say that the energy of death and the energy of love are the same vibration or the same frequency. Um, and the examples that I just gave you are ways that the two are the same. Um, Both put an end to one thing to make room for a new thing. Sometimes when people think of death, they think about someone or something ceasing to exist. Um, that's a philosophical stance, in my opinion. But I think that death is basically transformational energy. It's the end of something or an energy uh, being one way in order for it to become something else. Um, Death is not the end. Nothing, in my opinion, dies. It just changes its relationship and its frequency. Energy doesn't die. It just transmutes into something else. And the people that you run into, and including you, you can consider yourself energy. So I think if you look at your life, you'll see that over time there are versions of you that ended, and new versions of you were born or created. Sometimes people have to recreate themselves. And to do that, an old version of them has to go. And sometimes there are people who consider themselves victims, and the victimized version of themselves has to end in order to a new, more empowered version of themselves. For that to come, for that version of them to come into existence. And love will do that. And I've never practiced this. I'm going to practice this. I would have preferred to have practiced a few spells using the energy of love in this way before I did this. But I do have experience in love changing me and changing my reality. So in that instance, it has been tested. So this is another form of magic related to love, which I call love magic. And I can assert emphatically that love changes things. So that's the end of this video. And let me know what you think about this, and have you had an experience like that? Bye for now. Peace and blessings.